Okay. So, following the advice, we're just going to open each door. So this is going to be a hallway, a closet, or a utility closet. So we're going to go with the hallway. From here, this is going to be either commissary, a bedroom, or a corridor. I think we're going to go with the corridor. From here, this is either going to be a dark room, a bedroom, or a nook. We're going to go with the nook. Actually, we're going to go with the dark room. Because if we can come up with a kitchen, we can buy shit that will actually fill us a little bit more. So now, we're going to go this room. It's going to be a den, spare room, or guest room. We're going to go with a den. We're also going to open this door, which is going to be either a utility closet, a bedroom, or a parlor. I think we're going to go with the utility closet. Because that way, do that. Oh, actually, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do that with the gymnasium, because if we come up to it, the gymnasium by default will be dark, and we won't have to worry about losing steps. Let's go into the dark room. Which didn't trigger, by the way, because I just flipped the thing. Oh, that's a nice hack, actually. And we can now see the next areas. Oh, this is so much better so far. I can do commissary, or I can do pantry. I'm going to do nook. And then this one can either be a bedroom, which would actually work out. That's fine. Or we could do a guest room. Security room, while it's a good viable option, doesn't work because the corridor is kind of like cut us off. So we're going to go with the bedroom, I think. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, I'm liking this so far. So we're in the bedroom. Are there any items I can pick up? The answer seems to be no. So next, gonna be the pantry, storeroom, or the closet. You see, this is tragic because now the nook enters into dead space, which sucks. So we're going to go with the pantry. Take the extra steps. And then we're going to go back into the bedroom. And it's going to give us 2 more. So let's go into the nook and retrieve that key. Because now we're not going to need to come back here. There we go. So let's see the den. Got this. Is there any other items that we could find apart from the gem? Because the gem is the only guarantee here. Nope. Okay. And that's boarded up because, again, the corridor. So this is going to be either the chapel, the west wing, or the nursery. We're going to go with the west wing, I think, even though it enters into a dead space for the utility closet. See? That's dead space now. Now we can go into... We could just block this off to a storage room, a guest room, or we can do commissary. Because commissary has a second door, we're gonna go pick that. Salt shaker, compass. Compass is actually kind of handy because it lets us find more north-facing doors. So we're gonna go with the compass. Security, parlor, or the closet. I've been having some really bad luck with the parlor, so we're just gonna go with the security. And then here, what we'll do... System. We'll set the security to low, bigger, and then we'll change the offline mode to unlocked. Go. Makes that easy. Ooh. And there's the gem. Thanks for the gem. So now, keep going. Take us to the spare room. Because we don't want any more dead ends. Unless we board it. This is locked, so we're going to use the key. And this will take us to either the kitchen, which is actually good because we do have a dark room, or the observatory. We're going to go with the kitchen. Chef salad. For every green room in your house, gain... Okay. Okay, so that wasn't my best plan. So I guess that last item, is random. And that's locked, so we have to go back. We gambled and we lost. Which I guess sometimes happens. So we're going through the corridor. And now we have the option of the parlor or the storeroom. We don't want it to be a dead room, so we're going to go with the parlor. Go. The box that claims to be black has the gems. This box is the blue box. This box is the black box. I'm trusting you, black box. Yeah, thank you. We have to choose the chapel. Goodbye, money. That's blocked off. So next up is we can do the library or we can do the laboratory. Or we can do the drawing room. The drawing room gives us a little more options, so let's do that one. Plus, it lets us re-roll if we don't like our options. That's locked. That one does a courtyard. Let's do that. Gives us a sledgehammer. Thank you. And there's only one place to dig. Okay. Laboratory, closet, or storehouse. We don't have any gems, so we have to pick the storehouse. Take that. Take that. Take that. And there's nothing else in here, sadly. So, moving on. Go this way. And it's locked, of course, so use the one key that we found. We can either do gymnasium, the bunk room. Either way, it makes the kitchen a dead room, which sucks. But it's whatever. Now, because remember, we turned off the power, we're not losing any steps. And that's locked. That's blocked. This is the rumpus room, or the billiard room, or a closet. Let's do the billiard room, because I kind of want to hold on to the gem. I still haven't figured out this fucking puzzle. Oh, but I will take that coin, thank you. And that's locked. So we are fucked. Let's see if we can make our way back to the kitchen with as few steps as possible. Okay, I mean, it's not gonna do much, but it's something, I guess. So let's go back to the pantry. If we can. I may have just fucked myself, actually. I think we're fucked either way. This will just let us pick another. We got that one already. Let's do the pump system next. And let's just stop. The mid-sized villa. So we did pretty well. The only thing that really stopped me was the locked door here. We got total 24 rooms. We reached rank 6. We took 64 steps. And we found one item. So I saw something that said that we could actually explore outside as well. I'm not confident on doing that right now. Maybe if I find the pump controls, I may take a look, because it said something about affecting the outside as well. But, as always, let's start from the left. So we've got a pantry, a den, or a utility closet. We're going to go with the den. Let's get some gems. Or we'll get some gems in a sec. This one requires the drawing room, so we're going to do the nook, which will give us a key. And this one will be either the parlor, the pantry, or the bedroom. We'll do a bedroom. Okay. Take a look at what we can get. So this will take us to the courtyard, the chapel, or... Yeah, because it's got to connect to the Nook, so we'll do that. We could have done the office, but we don't have 2 gems. So now this is going to be a dead end. Might as well get 2 items out of the deal. We'll get the reroll. And we'll get a gem. Which means we can pick the drafting room. Oh, no, wait, we can't because we already picked the Nook. Well, oh well. Oh. What's this? Inspect documents of the estate more closely. Ooh. Likes that. Let's go to the bedroom. Ah. And we've got the coin purse. Nice. Is there anything else? Looks like there's something under the bed, but I can't... Nope, that's just patterning from the carpet. Never mind. The picture again? Ooh, yes. Doesn't seem to be anything out of the ordinary. Okay. Moving on. We can do security. Or we can do a corridor. Or we can do the pantry. Let's do the corridor. Is there anything note in here? I don't see anything, so moving on. Next, we can do a hallway, the spare room, or a nursery. The hallway's going to be blocked on one end, which is fine, I guess. Yeah. We'll do the hallway. Oh. Oh, no, it's not, because... Okay, I got it. I got it. Is there anything of note to this note? To this lying note? Nope. Never mind. This will do the commissary, the terrace, or the chapel. Let's redraw, shall we? Now it's the pantry, the utility closet, and the nursery. Well, I guess I shouldn't have re-rolled that. Oh well, we'll do the pantry. That. Take that. Is there any items of note? I do not see any items of note, so we will move on. We will go back this way. And this will be either the kitchen, the spare room, or the storeroom. Let's leave the gem for now. The spare room, which again doesn't really have anything of note. And we can do the parlor, the guest room, or security. Let's do the parlor. Ah, right. Perfect. Checking to see if there's anything else of note, and there isn't. So let's see. The gems are in this box. The gems are not in this box. The gems are not in the white box. Clever. We take that as face value, then this one's telling the truth. Let's try it. Nope, it was in the white box. Oh well. Keep failing. Billiards room, breaker room, or the closet. We want to keep going, so the billiard room. What is with this puzzle? 12. 1 and 3 is 4. Ooh. 19 and 13 times 2, I guess? So it's math. It is literally math. Okay, I kind of understand it now. Because I think that's a double sign, I think. So 13 times 2 plus 19? 45. Oh, but there's no 45 on here. How do I do that then? 20, 25? Or... I have no idea. 10, 15. Okay, well, I've reset it anyway, so... I had it, but then I lost it. So apparently the images on the walls are also important. I don't know how, mind you. Anything under here? Nope. Okay. I guess we leave. Go with the library. Because it'll have the book that we left last time. The pump system. Borrowed by Gene Ribbons, Paul Withers in 87, and November 15th to 93. Simon P. Jones. Okay. Nothing on this page. Water instructions. Yep, that's the water level indicator, the source labels, and selection buttons. Cool. Water control panels. Whether you're using the single tank system or an array of pumps, the water control panel serves as a central hub to your EPCW system. The panel is fitted with a number of buttons equal to your home's needs, one button for each different water source on the estate. The function is simple. Press a button to select the water source that you would like to adjust. For example, if you wish to drain or fill your pool, simply press the button labeled pool. Regardless of the number of pumps or water sources being used, water can only be adjusted from a source if its corresponding button is selected. Okay, so I gotta press a button first and then, okay, that makes sense. After you have selected a source using the water control panel, the next step is to set the pump associated with that source to pump either in or out. This will indicate water flow to or from one of your supply tanks. So to the tank, pump lever, to the selected source. Got it? A pump may be connected to more than one tank, allowing you to store and retrieve even more water, recommended for cleaning larger Olympic-sized pools. The tank switch. In these cases, the tank a pump is using can be changed by a single flip of the switch. Quick start guide. Use water control panel to select a water source. Use pump lever to set the water flow direction. Okay. I think we understand that now. For as much as we can, anyway. Still can't pick up any more of these books. Okay. Oh, a rotunda can rotate. Okay. Interesting. We can pick the boiler room or we can do the conference room. And it goes up, too. Oh, yeah, because the library went up. Makes sense. Yeah, we'll go with the conference room. Note here, code safe 9083, which we know is a lie because we tried it. Ooh, what's it say? Reminder, after meeting adjourned, take all conference notes and place them in the office safe. Is there anything else that has a note? I don't see it. Oh, and that requires a key card. Okay. Oh, and that one's locked. So we'll unlock it. Glad I kept that. The boudoir will take us further north. Commissary will give us items for sale, but it'll take us south. And the walk-in closet is a dead end, so we're going to go with the boudoir, which I know I'm not pronouncing that very well. 3809. Nope. Tried it again for funsies. It did not work. There's nothing else in here, so moving on. Oh, it's locked. Okay. So then we go back to the pantry and go up from there. And hopefully we'll find more keys.
A few moments later.
Up next is the chapel, the greenhouse, and the observatory. Observatory will take us not where we want to go, so we're going to go with the chapel, sadly, which means we're going to lose some money. Yeah. Fuck off. Oh! But we did get a gem. So I guess that was worth it? That's locked. Please don't tell me this room is locked. Because if it is, we're done. Okay. So the dining room, the dark room, or the guest room? We're gonna go with the dining room. That room's boarded up because of course it is. Oh, continues up. Sweet. Next up is the observatory, the storeroom, or the utility closet. We're gonna go with the observatory. What are you gonna give me today? Are we going in order? Yeah, we're going in order. Slice. I get 3 extra steps. Nice. Thank you. That's the fixed stars book we saw. I don't think there's anything else to get here. So there we are. So we can do the kitchen, which will take us up. The guest bedroom. The commissary, which will take us down. We're gonna go with the kitchen. What you got for us on the menu, ma'am? Bacon and eggs. Plus 10 steps and add morning room to today's drafting pool. Okay, I'll take that. Oh, but I don't have enough money. Okay. Never mind, I won't take that. Can't even open the fridge. Okay, fine. And it's locked. Okay, so that's that for that, I guess. Yep. We're done for the day. So, calling it. So we got the charming cottage this time. 20 rooms. 6 rank 6 was the highest rank. Steps taken is 28, and we found 3 items. Cool. And we're back for day 10. Oh, right. I don't have the magnifying glass anymore. Never mind. Okay. We're going to pick the hallway by default. We're going to pick the corridor. we're gonna pick the dead. Cross in here and get the gem. And open these two doors. So this one's gonna be... I'm gonna do guest bedroom here. Give me 10 extra steps. Ooh, and he's the garage. One of these days, we're gonna unlock the garage. Again, I don't have the magnifying glass. And then this is gonna be a nook, because we can get keys. And hopefully the magnifying glass again. Nope, it's not on the counter. Damn. Oh well. Now we go back. Let's go up the corridor, I think. Commissary. No gold. No, we have no coins, so we can't buy anything, but we could buy a compass. We could buy a shovel. We could buy a salt shaker. Still haven't figured out what a salt shaker does. And a sledgehammer. Moving on. Closet, a bedroom, or a secret passage. But I don't have any gems, so we can't do that one. The bedroom's going to end up being a dead end, so we might as well get some items. Reroll. And a gem. Sweet. So let's check out where this is going to be. It's either a chapel, drawing room, or a nursery. We're going to go with the drawing room, because that gives us a free roll. That door is boarded up because we can't use it. And then this will be either a storeroom, a chapel, or patio. Let's see what else we can get. West Ring or the pantry. Oh, I used the actual item, not the fucking thing. Boo. Okay, so we're gonna do the West Ring. And then this can be a dead end room. Oh, that I don't have a gem for. Okay, well, I'll do the storeroom then. That'll also give me a key. And a coin. Sweet. I can do the spare room. I can do the chapel. I feel like I'm gonna have to do the chapel because it's got the most options. Can you give me a coin? Nope. Okay, well, fuck you too, room. This will take me to the pantry, which is a dead end, the storeroom, which is a dead end, or the bedroom, which is not a dead end. We'll do the bedroom. Oh, you give me an apple. Thank you. That's all I get. Parlor, billiard room, or the courtyard. I think I kind of want the courtyard. But it's got a security door. Damn it. Okay, hang on. This will give me a garage, which will give me 3 keys. The pantry or the billiard room. And they're all dead ends, so I might as well just take the... No, I can't because I used the fucking gem. Fuck. Well, okay. Coin it is. Not that I'm going to be able to keep it, mind you. give me anything else? Nope. Okay, moving on. Yeah. Well. We may have to come back here. Once we can get to the security room, if we can change the settings for the locked door, we can just go in. Alternatively, if we get a key card, we can just go in. Yeah. Take my money. Okay, back to the Nook. Parlor will take us to a dead end, so we're gonna pick the spare room. And, oh yeah, because we have the treasure map that we have to do. Damn. Okay. So we can do East Wing, we can do dining room. Or we can do the coat check. I'm gonna skip the coat check. Yeah, we'll go with the dining room. Yay, we get a gem. That's nice. So next time, if we get the garage, we can actually use it. Parlor, lavatory, boudoir. We have not been having great luck with the parlor, but we're gonna take it anyway. Who knows? I might actually not be a scrub. So, this box is one of the 2 empty boxes. 2 boxes in this room are empty. There are 3 boxes in this room.
What? What the fuck?
Well, shit. So you're not very helpful. Fuck it. Yep, I fucked up. It's fine. I didn't expect anything from it anyway. Oh, can't do the ballroom. Whenever you enter a ballroom, set your gems to 2 gems. Interesting. Too bad I can't fucking use it. We're gonna go with the boudoir. Once again, we can't open that. Locksmith is keys for sale. Kitchen. Or a library. I think we're going to go with the library. Ooh, I get a gem and I get to pick. Sweet. So that's 2 gems. Nice. So we've done the EPCW system. We've done the draft strategy. Let's keep going from the bottom up. We'll go with the history of Orindia. Because we've already read the fixed stars. We don't need to see that one again. So the foyer. Hallway doors are always unlocked. Yeah, we're going with that one. If we do the gymnasium, then we're kind of gambling. Well, technically, we're kind of gambling anyway. Go with the billiard room. That's my last key, guys. Great Hall. Oh yeah, there was synergy with this. If I use the foyer, the Great Hall, all the doors are going to be unlocked because it's a hall. Yeah, it worked. Nice. So I got a key. I got a disc. Upgrade disc. Insert into one of the estate terminals to permanently upgrade one of your floor plans. Ooh. That's nice. Okay, so there are false doors that are little assholes. Ooh. Oh, that's the entrance exit in and out. Shit. I could do a gymnasium. Or I could do no, I can't do a secret passage because I don't have any gems. Do the bunk room. I'm in there in a sec. Okay, yeah. So this is right, because it's literally just pick a door. I don't have any gems. The terrace leads to a dead end. Ooh, green rooms do not cost. Oh. We're gonna go with that one, actually. Nice. Ooh, and you gave me coin. Thank you. Nothing else in here, so we're gonna keep moving. And there's a dig thing, so if I get a shovel, I know where to go. And finally, this door leads to another gymnasium, a dark room, or a nursery. We want to keep going up, so we're gonna go with the dark room. And of course, that's gonna trigger as soon as we walk in, so we're just gonna go this way. Ooh, 2 keys. Thank you kindly. So now we have 3 keys total. I don't remember if there was another. Well, there was the courtyard. Was there another area that we needed a key? But I can't remember. I can't remember. It's fine. It's fine. Doesn't look like there's anything else of note here except for the hamp stuff. I don't know how you survive. I assume that the staff take good care of you, as they should. Too bad I did not pick a utility closet. Oh, yeah, I did, actually. I did. I did. Yeah, I have to go down and around. Oh, but if I go down and around, I might run out of steps. Well, I'm gonna have to gamble. Yep, and dead. Gymnasium. I picked the furnace. So this is a dead end. Well, shit. Aquarium. Aquarium is every color of the room. Ooh. Go with that. Another dig place. Maid's chamber, less likely to find items laying around in your house. Ew. While drafting, you may spend gems to redraw floor plans up to 8 times. Okay. Oh, but the office, I have to pick the maid's chamber. I'm not happy about that. Oh, there's a note. Staff notice. The day we all dreaded has finally arrived. It is with unprecedented sadness that we inform you of the death of our benefactor, employer, and master, the Baron of Mount Holly, H.S. Sinclair. Any staff who have an interest in attending services may contact Mrs. Babbage for details. In following the instructions left by the Baron himself, effective immediately, all work at Mount Holly is suspended. All live-in staff will have 1 month paid leave and must vacate the premises by Friday, November the 6th. Huh. That sucks. Here's the key. Fuck. If I had a gem, we would have made the antechamber. But I don't have a gem. Fuck. Picking the furnace randomly kind of fucked me a little bit. And that's GG, guys. We were so close. We were so close. But no dice. So we're gonna have to call it a day. The Scarlet Inn. Yeah, because I have so many fucking red rooms. 7 red rooms, 7 bedrooms. Total rooms are 33. Rank reached was 9. 59 steps were taken. 3 items were found, and 5 new rooms were found. Moving right along. We're gonna pick the hallway again. This is gonna be a nook. And another corridor. Because I have no other choice. It's either that or it's a dead room. Take a key. And we'll do a pantry. Pick up some extra money. Apple. And the next room, which will be a den. And it will give me a gem. And then here can be a dead room because it's a dead end regardless. So we'll do the closet. And it'll give me 2 keys. Thank you, game. Oh, the silver key. Unlocking a door with a silver key leads to a room with many doors. Oh. Interesting. And then we can do the observatory. We can do the chapel. I think we're going to have to do the chapel.
No! God, please, no! No!
Oh. Spend a coin to earn a coin. This will take us to a courtyard, storage room, or the parlor. We'll do the courtyard. I may regret that. Yep. I have some regret. But we can do the parlor. Watch me fail at another puzzle. Ooh, I got the magnifying glass again. Nice. This box and the white box are both empty. There is a second wind up key in this room, so we know this is a lie. The statement on the white box is true. So this box and the white box are empty. No, there is a second. Except we know there's not. So this is the lying box. This box and the white box are empty, but it means it's the blue box. We're actually going to get some gems today. Yeah, we got some gems. So we can do a bedroom, which will take us back to the courtyard. We can do library, which will take us away from the courtyard, or the study. When drafting, you may spend gems to redraw floor plans up to 8 times. No, because I will never have 8 gems. Think we go to the bedroom. And we've got the garage keys. And nothing else. So now this will be a kitchen, a spare room, or a storeroom. We're gonna go with the kitchen. Again, I might regret that. Chef salad. 5 steps for every greenhouse in your house. I only have 1. So we're gonna save that. Hopefully it won't be too far from us. This will be the conference room, the boudoir, which will take us up, or the storeroom, which is a dead end. Go with the boudoir. Again, the safe that we can't open. We'll use a key. The spare room, the commissary, which costs us a coin, or the observatory, which costs us a coin. Let's go with the observatory because we can get something out of that. We got a gem. Sweet. Can't do the office. So it's either the guest room or the breaker. Go with the breaker. Because we can preemptively click that and then turn off the gymnasium. So if we ever roll a gymnasium, we can just not lose steps. Oh, we're about to lose a coin. Yep. Now let's go up the hallway. Archives. While drafting, you will no longer be able to see all 3 of your potential floor plans. Ew. That being said, unfortunately, it's the best option. Because I don't really want to spend a gem. And I don't want to make this a dead room. Ooh. Marigold wins Herald Literary Honor. Popular children's writer Marion Marigold adds yet another feather to her scholastic cap when she discovered on Thursday that her picture book, Swimbird, had been chosen as the Herald Literary Medal. Illustrated book, the Herald Literary Medal illustrated book of the year. This is Marigold's second time winning this prestigious honor. The previous medal was, of course, for her debut effort. Don't have the rest of that story. She was no stranger to the public eye even before her literary success. The niece and the closest living relative of Baron H.S. Sinclair, Mary began using Marigold as a pen name to free her from the political associations that one might make with the Sinclair family. Okay, so that's I guess this is Simon's mom. The Swimbird author never considered herself a success. She confided, "My son was actually the one who got me started writing. I had always challenged myself to never tell him the same story twice at bedtime, and so as we ran out of books we owned, my imagination had to take over from there." Marigold had elaborated in previous interviews that her debut book, Red Prince, is based on her son and his inflexible love of the color red. The statement that has been held with much skepticism by many pundits that viewed that book as rather thinly veiled political critique of the royalist family party and their unwavering blind loyalty to the throne. Oops. Publisher and author detained by Red Guard questioned. Caleb Manning and his publisher, Philip White, were 2 of 3 dozen names that appeared on a leaked dossier naming them a person of interest in the Trinsdale bombing that killed 4 people last Tuesday. Although no group has come back to officially take responsibility of the attack, it is widely believed by authorities to be the work of the insurgent group RLCF, who also calls themselves the Children of Blackwater, continued on page 12. Ruffington Press was quick to dismiss the rumors in a statement released on Friday, maintaining that the popular author and Mr. White were simply victims of an unfortunate happenstance. Whatever that means. That would not be the first time that the publishing house has defended a rogue employee. 3 years ago, an associate editor with the company was arrested for criminal conspiracy, though the charges were later dropped. Marigold drops publisher. Local author and popular personality Marianne Marigold has announced her split with her long-term publishing partners, Ruffington Press, citing personal reasons. The announcement came after the arrest last week of fellow author and colleague Caleb Manning, whom Marigold has past referred to as her mentor, friend, and confidant. Marigold is the 3rd prominent writer to distance themselves from the publisher this week. Interesting. Manning and White at a press function. Was seen at the corner, suspicious bag under, waved down a local, this is the first major, last year. It was anticipated, charged by the Crown. Manning was last. The trial begins on, expected to last up to, with grand treason. No traces discovered of Cinca Eris, but search continues. Mary Matthew Jones, the author and illustrator whose fanciful stories are written under the pen name Marianne Marigold, yep, that's mom, was last seen by a close friend around 3:45 p.m. Friday, getting into a carriage after a late luncheon date at the 100 Bells Tea Room in Trinsdale. Mrs. Jones never arrived home, and the carriage driver cannot be located. Family and local authorities are very concerned, but have not deemed the case foul play. It's an out-of-character incident at this point, and we are seeking information. Priceless jewels stolen in dramatic Royal Museum heist. Thieves in the Royal capital of Fen Aries have broken into one of the Crown's fabled closed exhibits. These lavish rooms have historically been reserved exclusively for the use of the aristocracy and high peerage, and access has never been granted to those outside noble circles. At least not until today, as local police and forensic experts have been spotted in virtually every corner of the museum grounds dredging for clues. The museum authorities said that they were alerted in the middle of the night by reports of several masked intruders seen breaching the south wall and brandishing firearms. The intruders broke into the museum, subdued the royal guard, and disabled the security system. By the time the militia arrived on the scene, the burglars had simply vanished. Although an official registry of the lost jewels has not been publicly announced, among the treasured artifacts rumored to be stolen is the renowned ruby crown of Orinda Aries, the priceless crown jewel whose material worth pales in comparison to its historic value. If these rumors are true, the evidence may suggest that the theft was politically motivated. Oh, and that's the last one. Okay. Is there anything else I can find in here that's going to make it worth it? Probably not. That's a secret passage, and that's a dark room. I think I've kind of mitigated the dark room. I did not. Fuck. Well. Oh, and that's a key card. And that's boarded up, so not going to be able to do anything here. Ah, the laundry room. Okay. Nice. Except it's a dead end. Fuck. Well, the archive was clearly a bad idea. Passageway, billiards. We're gonna go with billiards. commissary guest room and confidential archive room. Ah! Back here. Which means any greenhouse rooms are not going to cost any gems anymore. I mean, that's good in a sense, but that's still a dead end. Which means we're fucked. And the library, we might as well collect on that book. The History of Orindia, 2nd edition. This book was reviewed and cleared for publication by the Fen Aries Central Board of Education. It has been edited to conform to our department standards, including the omission of sections deemed inaccurate or unsuitable for public dissemination. So a heavily edited propaganda book. Got it. It has been borrowed by Herbert S. Sinclair, Mary Jones, Detective Von Margle, and then me. Cool. Wow. Redacted. redacted. Blank, the name used to designate the realms of the Eastern Waters. Blank is no longer blank. Blank, known to the average citizen. All of the blank of the elder generation. Blank, we must blank. Permit our leaders to enjoin us to abandon blank, our past, blank. Most historians mark the beginning of the first era, often denoted as Agera, by the ascension of the first king, blank, whose name, Oris, would later grace the burgeoning township in which he was crowned. Oris was known before his coronation as the prominent merchant lord of considerable means and affluence. Oris was known before his coronation as the prominent merchant lord of considerable means and affluence, whose sway in the region made him the ideal candidate for the unification of the surrounding provinces. Regrettably, history is not always forthcoming, and the surviving records of those bygone days are mostly limited to trade agreements and sales receipts. Nevertheless, we can deduce from these leaders that Oris had but one aim: expansion. The territory spread forth from the heart of Oris by the end of the 1st century. The blank, a new kingdom was born. The 2nd era. It was the 4th king, blank, who split this vast domain into 3 equal shares, 3 realms for his 3 children. To the eldest, he granted the fields and mountains of his great-grandfather, the middle province and heartspring of the kingdom. The eldest accepted the gift, blank. To the youngest, he bestowed upon him the realm of Arch Aries, the land of the northern storms, a wild and untamed expanse which at the time was not as developed but a good deal more vast than the elder brother's lot. And to his middle child, his only daughter, he gifted her the southern region of Araja, a land steeped in tradition, The 3rd era. As the 2nd era drew to a close, the 3 sovereign realms had achieved a period of remarkable progress and prosperity. Each of these distinct regions, ruled by their respective sibling monarchs, had blossomed, cultivating the bountiful resources of their land and developing a unique character and culture that set them apart from one another. Despite those differences, the siblings monarchs managed to maintain friendly relations throughout their lives and were known for their cooperation in matters of trade and transportation. The succeeding generations of their heirs continued that tradition, and the 3rd era was defined by blank. All of the blanks. Commerce between the 3 realms, further strengthening their bond and laying the foundation for the promise of the prosperous and the bright future. Blank. 4th era. As the kingdom blank entered the 4th era, a different kind of ruler took the reins of power. King Desolates III was a blank. What's this? Baron Sinclair, thank you so much for your cooperation with our department and this investigation. We know our presence is never convenient, especially for someone of your social status. So it means all the more that you are not only tolerant, but also willing to aid our efforts in getting this business done as quickly as possible. We are returning with this letter, the book you lent us. though I must confess it was not as much help as I had hoped. I had heard that your library of rare and restricted books was quite extensive, and I was told by a reliable source that if a first edition and uncensored copy of the history of Orindia could be found, it would likely be found within the Baron's own collection, but perhaps I was misinformed. Still, part of me thinks that you may have given me the censored copy as a jest, a taste, if you will, for the bureaucrat of their own medicine. If that is the case, then I say well done, fair play. And perhaps on my next visit, we'll have a laugh about this after you've given me the actual manuscript. Until then, Detective Von Margle, Redguard. Ooh. Interesting. Oh, there's a... Okay, so it's the same note. Got it. Heir of Ruin. Do I really want to read all... Oh. That's intriguing. Why is there a... Unless that's supposed to be like a dedication and it got ejected. Oh, well. Damn. Okay. And with that, we are fucked. So we have to call it a day. The Rustic Villa. Total rooms is 22. Rank reach is 6. Steps taken is 36. 3 items were found in 2 new rooms. Thinking about it, I probably should have used the silver key because the silver key is supposed to give us a room with many doors. My only fear on that was whether they were all going to be locked. But maybe I'll be a little more adventurous next time. Okay, let's hope we have better luck this time. Hallway. Corridor. And pantry. Go this way first. Well, this is going to be a dead end. Grab the items. Oh, and a sledgehammer. Sweet. Oop. Clicked off. Okay, we're back. We're good. Next is gonna be another dead end, sadly. Get another key, and we get a magnifying glass again. So that's good at least. Next, we get the den. So we can get some gems. And this will either provide us with chapel, which will let us progress, a parlor, which will let us regress, or the coat check, which will not let us regress. Go with the parlor. Or we're gonna backtrack a little bit. This will either be a bedroom, which will let us go up, or a commissary. So the pantry will lead us to a dead end, which is fine, I guess. So we'll do bedroom. Ooh, another key. That makes 3. Thank you, game. You go with the spare room. This will either let us do commissary, guest room, which is a dead end, or the utility closet, which is also a dead end. So we're going to go with the commissary. Use the gem. Well, no, we don't have any money. But let's see what we can buy. Sale for today. Nothing we can buy. So.
Jog on.
So moving on. Locked, so we're gonna use the key. Grant us a gymnasium, which will make us lose steps. Or a dead end. Use the key. I think we're gonna go with the dining room. Because otherwise it's dead end. Ooh! We has something. No, we don't have something. Never mind. I was misinformed. And this will take us to either breaker room, a chapel, or a guest room. Go with the chapel, which will automatically connect to the parlor, which is fine. Wasn't anything in there, and I don't have any coin to give, so nah. We are gonna go with the west wing because that'll let us progress. Damn, we have to use the utility closet. That is a shame. Oh, that was the wrong one. We're gonna turn off the lights, so now we're not gonna lose any steps. Well, more steps than we need to getting into the gymnasium. And of course, we're going to use the dark room. And that goes down. Thank God we have a utility closet in here. Look at that. So we've got that note, which we read already. Ooh, actually, yeah, let's look at the blown out pictures, see if there's any details we can find by examining them. Ooh, like this one. 1128. I wonder if that's the code. Memos found in Hartley's room are always false. So who's Hartley? And that's our last key. Well, shit. Storeroom it is. That'll be the rumpus room, which will just take us straight, and then it's game over. The library, or the guest room. We're gonna go with the library. Once again, it'll let us pick a book. So we've already read the fixed stars. Let's do Swimbird. Lose half your steps? No. Servant quarter, 1 for every bedroom we have. You have really only 1 bedroom, but it still gives us a key at least. And leads to a room of a color of your choice. Huh. We'll go with the servant's quarters. It's a dead end, mind you, but... Ooh. Oh, that's 2, because this counts as a bedroom. There. Hartley, I know we spoke often of this day, and I don't think there's anything I can say of the past 40 years that I haven't already attempted to tell you in numerous times in the past, half-stated, their attitudes always interrupted with tactful and polite repudiations from you. I had always known this final letter would give me the perfect opportunity to finally express myself uninterrupted by you and unfettered by social graces, but I don't feel the inclination to say aloud what has always been unsaid between us. With my passing, I release you from your post and service to the Sinclair family and implore you to live the remainder of your years on your own terms, as scary and unfamiliar of a concept as that may be to you. Besides, I think a more junior valet would be better suited to meet the needs of young Master Simon. To that end, if you wish, you may stay on long enough to oversee the training and establishment of your successor in their post, but as soon as he or she has the lay of the land, my instructions for you to quit must be satisfied. Ignoring what I imagine your objections might be after reading this, I have decided to leave the lake house in Trinsdale to you and your family. My lawyers have all the details of the gift and will be contacting you shortly about the particulars. For the past 4 decades, you have served willingly and as the subject as the subject and victim to my many whims, games, riddles, and so rest assured, unlike my nephew, you will not be put to yet another challenge to prove yourself worthy in this matter. The house is yours without strings or stipulations. I had for a time gleefully entertained the notion of employing Anne as the house manager of your new residence, but I knew the humor of such a prank would be entirely lost on you, to say nothing of her. Until we meet again, my friend, Herbert. Ah, so he gets the house, no strings. I see how it is, Unc. I see how it is. Oh, there are 12 major keys. That's a green one. Memos found in Hartley's room are always false. Master bedroom, ladyship's bedroom, guest bedroom, nursery, bunk room, and boudoir. Wait, is this that Herbert guy's room? Didn't it say something about it being a lie? So I guess there's more keys than that. Okay, well, in any case, we are essentially done here. We just have to go down and continue the path from the pantry.
A few moments later.
Oh yes. Grab the apple, which will give us 2 more steps, and the wind-up key, which may or may not give us a gem, just dependent on how incompetent I am. The blue box contains the gems. This box is the black box. This box is the white box. So this must be the true box. Yeah, it is. There we go. Got 2 more. I knew I was saving that for a reason. And there's nothing else, so let's move on. So let's do the security room, because we can at least progress from here. And I can also deal with that security door. Security to low. Yeah, that's fine. Change offline mode to unlocked. Turn to security menu. I don't have the password, so we're just gonna leave it. And I don't have any extra goodies to grab, so next is the drawing room, the bunk room, or the guest room. We'll do the drawing room. This will be a dead room, so it doesn't matter what we do. We can do the coat check room. Pick up that treasure map. Five, so the dark room is the room with the treasure in it. Greater chance of finding green rooms, but it requires 2 gems. Bind inventory to create new items. Huh. That's intriguing. And it also lets us continue up, so why the fuck not? Okay. Ooh, what's this? This is a battery pack. Provides juice to battery-powered contraptions. Okay. Got anything else? Maybe some gems? Okay. Sledgehammer. Plus battery pack. Oh, okay. That's all I can do. Okay, never mind. Greenhouse. You are more likely to draw green rooms when drafting. And we're done. Kind of. And we got another key, so that's good at least. There's nothing else. So let's go back to the dark room. I think there was a door that we couldn't open. Or am I thinking of a different room? I might be thinking of a different room. Yeah, I'm definitely thinking of a different room. Okay. In that case, we are done. So we're going to go back to the check room and we're going to drop off something. I think we're going to drop off the battery pack. Now we're going to see if we can get to the treasure. Too bad I can't freeze my fucking keys. Oh, so do these ones have to, like... Do we have to actually follow the path? So I'm on the 5th block. Oh! Lockpick kit! Not that it's going to serve me, because we're pretty much done here, and I've already deposited something. Oh, wait! No, I don't have a boudoir, so we can't even test that right now. Okay. So we are essentially done. Let us call it. This is the ordinary villa. 26 rooms, reached rank 6, 58 steps taken, and 4 items found, and 2 new rooms discovered. As usual. Pantry, the nook, or the utility closet. Grab those keys. Parlor, the storeroom, and the guest room. We'll continue from here for now. Bedroom, the closet, or the corridor. Go with the corridor. Wind-up key. The gems are in the true box. There is only 1 box in this room. That's a lie. There are 4 boxes in this room. So this is the true box. Yep. There we go. I'm gonna make this the hallway. This will be the spare room, the utility closet, or the rumpus room. Yeah, let's do the rumpus room, even though it's a dead end. That's a new room. You do not have any coins. Okay. So I have to use coins to use that thing. Cool, cool. Oh. As you now. Hello.
And, as it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara. And I suspect you wish me to look into your future.
Sure?
The image is becoming clear.
Okay, yeah, there's me. I'm on a beach.
A boy standing on a shore of white sand. He is looking for something. Something he was told he would not find. I see a black cat tied to a red flag. I hear the wind blowing, but the flag does not stir.
Interesting.
I see a door marked by a rogue moon. A door that is always locked, yet has no key.
Oh.
It is the door you have been searching for, yet will not find. A lost room beyond the dark waters. Until the dawn of the following day, I will have nothing more to say.
That's interesting. Huh. Wonder what he has to say at dawn. And of course that's boarded up. So we're gonna go the other way. Pantry will take us to a dead end. Bedroom will get us to progress, as will the observatory. Let's do the bedroom. And nothing new for me, apart from the 2 extra steps. Okay. I see how it is, game. Now we can do the aquarium. We can do the chapel, or we can do the storeroom. I think we're going to do the aquarium. The aquarium is every color of room. You know, won't have anything. Like, it does have something to dig. It doesn't have anything else for me. So next I can do the pantry, which will lead to a dead end. A guest room, or commissary, which will also lead to a dead end. Well, if it's going to be a dead end, we might as well get some steps. And again, nothing. Okay. The chapel, coat check, or the nursery. Nursery is going to be a dead end, same with the coat check, so we might as well just do the chapel, even though I'm going to lose money. You ain't even giving me anything. Because why would you? Okay, I guess I use a key here. I can do a den. I can't do a secret passage because I don't have anything. I could do a utility closet, but I think I'm going to do the den. That'll at least give me another gem. I'll lose another coin. Now I can do the library or the commissary. We're going to do the library. Oh, another magnifying glass. Thank you. Like this thing. And of course, The Swimbird by Marion Marigold. It's checked out by Robert S. Sinclair, Mrs. Peterson, Mrs. Peterson, Simon, Mrs. Peterson, Anne Babbage, Detective Don Margle, and Simon P. Jones. I am a dare bird, a daring and brave bird, diving so deep bird, a ride on the wave bird. There is not a dare I would not do. There is not a depth I would not dive. However, my friends are not very open to the idea that I like the sky less than the ocean. Bird in the sky, not in the sea. That is what they say when they look at me. You are not a seabird. You are not swim bird. You are friend bird. If you are a friend bird, fly in the wind bird. And shouldn't you always listen to your friends? For they know me best, or so they pretend. So I dare not dive, and I dare not swim, and I dare not step foot in the ocean again. I dare not smile, and I dare not laugh, for they will do it for me, and on my behalf. Ew. And I dare not dream, and I dare not speak, for maybe my friends won't like the real me. And I will say goodbye to my dreams in the sea, and wonder why daring feels just like defeat. Because you gave up. Damn. That's sad. Okay. Servant quarters. Observatory, which will lead to back to the den, which... yeah. Or the weight room, which lets me progress, but I lose half my steps, and I'm not happy about that. But it's the only one that also doesn't cost anything, so we might as well unlock it.
Oh, that's gonna hurt!
Boiler room, dark room, or utility closet. Go boiler room. Dining room or secret passage. You know what? Let's go with the secret passage. Oh, I don't have any gems. Never mind. We're gonna go with the dining room. Huh. We now have a gem. Neat. And that's locked. I don't have a key. Ah, fuck. Now I have to walk through the thing again. Oh, no, it's only one time. Okay, cool. Cool. And that room is blocked. Closet, archives, commissary. Okay, what can you give me? Ooh, you can give me gems. I'm gonna take the gems. And that's locked. Well, shit. Okay, I guess we're gonna try and go back to the corridor and see where that takes us. And gain 2 steps. This will take us to either the gymnasium, or the mailroom, or the locksmith. This is basically a dead run at this point, but let's see what we can get. Let's get 2 items. And the boudoir. And there we are. Yep, we are exhausted. So we got the charming cottage this time. 20 rooms total. Rank 6. 36 steps taken. Items found were 2, and we uncovered 2 new rooms. Which is kind of cool. That's day 13. Okay, Dawn. Oh, that's a little disappointing. We didn't get a message at dawn. What the fuck? Oh well. We're gonna go with the hallway. We're gonna go with a corridor. And we'll go with the bedroom. No, actually, we'll go with the pantry. Thanks for the money. And nothing else. Now we can either do a storeroom, a utility closet, or a courtyard. We're gonna go with a courtyard. Nope, we can't. Fuck. Okay, well, this is gonna be a dead end then. So we might as well just do the storeroom. Grab a key. Pull some money. And a gem. That's now boarded up. Now closet, a bedroom, or a parlor. I'm gonna go with the bedroom. There's no items for us here, so moving on. We can do a drawing room, or a nook, which will take us to a dead end, or the spare room. Yeah, let's go with the spare room. It's cheaper, and it advances us. Next is den, the parlor, or the commissary. Den. Gives us another gem. Next is either the chapel, the billiard room, which leads to a dead end, or the drawing room, which lets us advance, but it costs a gem. We'll go with that. Oh. No, we're not going to waste the key on that. Hopefully we'll find a sledgehammer. Next is the west wing, the garage, or the parlor. The garage will take us to a... Well, yeah, it'll kind of take us to a dead end. I think that's how it works, but it'll also give us 3 keys. We're going to go with the west wing just to be on the safe side. Chapel, parlor, or the kitchen. Chapel will continue up ahead, but it will take all of our gold. But you know what? That's fine. But we're not going to pass through it just yet. Glad I kept that key. Maid's chambers, nope. Nope will take us to a dead end, and the observatory will let us go up. So we'll take the observatory. What do you got for me today? The Southern Cross. Rooms with 4 doors are more common today. Nice. Thank you. Thank you, game. I appreciate that. Next is passageway, but we don't have any gems. That will make us lose all of our weight. And... yeah, we're going to go with the parlor. Ooh, magnifying glass. Thank you. I will take that. Find up key. See if there's anything else in here, and there's not. So let's see. The white box does not have a statement, which is true. The gems are in a box with a statement. So that's the lying box. We'll try the box without the statement. Yeah, we got it. Thank you. And that's locked. Maybe I should have gone with the other door. Oh well, it's fine. And there's nothing to gain here, which sucks, but whatever. Veranda requires 2 gems. Greater chance of finding items in the green room, utility closet, or the mail room. The mail room is going to lead to a dead end, so we're going to go with veranda. Use up all of our gems. Ooh, what's this? Oh, this is the metal detector. Greater chance of finding keys and money. Ooh. Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. And it's locked. Okay, so let's go down to the corridor. Oh, actually, we can go in here. I forgot about this. We can go in here. A rotunda, the Great Hall, or a nook. The nook will take us up and also give us a key. Yeah. Thank you. Ah, it tells us where shit is. Sweet. Oh, and there's another lockbox, but I want a sledgehammer. Coat check, archives, or weight room. Ugh. Well, I guess we're going with the coat check. If we run out of steps, I'm gonna definitely put the metal detector in here, because yeah, this is pretty great. Yeah. Darkroom archives. Wow, game? Really? Really gonna... I should have taken it to the veranda. Yep, they're all locked. Okay, back to the corridor it is. Take me to the commissary, which I don't have any gems for, the mailroom, or the utility closet. Well, mailroom it is. Order placed. Okay. Please return all correspondence and packages addressed to Denny Ravane to sender, as he no longer is employed with our staff. Did they ever prove he was the one that stole the Baron's mail? Ooh. More detailed instructions will be sent by electronic mail to the address client has provided. Press any green button to activate blue. Press a blue indicator next to a red indicator to activate purple. And then 5 purple indicators are needed to activate the 6th. Utility room fuse box. Okay. Anything else I need to know? Oh. Simon P. Jones from Dad. Hey, buddy. How's it going up there in that big house? I think most people would be pretty scared being alone for this length of time, but I have a feeling you're doing just fine. I imagine you happy as a clam, perfectly content on the estate with the exploration and opportunities for adventure that present themselves each day. As I'm writing this, you're currently in the garage packing the tent. I wanted to try to post this letter before we depart tomorrow so that it has a chance to arrive during your first few days on the estate, but with all the preparations, I'm not sure that I'm going to find the time. There's so much I want to say, and I'm sure I'll forget to tell you Friday night. Sometimes it's easier for me to just jot this stuff down. You're yelling at me right now to come bring you a pillowcase. Hold on a sec, I'll be right back. I can tell you're really excited, but I think you might feel a little guilty about being so happy the day after the funeral. Believe me, I know how long Uncle Herbert worked on setting this up for you, and I know from our conversations just how much happiness this final project brought him. So do both of us a favor. Be excited. The house really is amazing. I know it's been almost 7 years since we were last up there, and I'm really curious to hear just how much you remember from those summer trips. You've always been smarter than me at this kind of thing, so I'm not sure how much guidance or inspiration I can offer you before your trip that will actually be useful to you. Despite my best intentions, I'm sure that on Friday I'll end up leaving you with a few of my oversized cliche expressions when we say farewell. Later, alligator, from Dad. P.S. Get some sleep each night, and don't spend your time each day playing dirigiblocks? What the fuck is that? Oh, there's a code up here too, 6789. I can try that one as well. I don't think it's gonna be the code for that lock, but we'll see. And I guess that's it. Okay, let's go check in the metal detector. Oh, I did. I already checked an item. Okay. So I'll retrieve that. And now I will check in the metal detector. Okay. Now we will call it. Oops. Wrong button. Now we will call it. The only thing I failed out on was the keys, but it's fine, I guess. Mount Holly, west-facing cottage. The west wing was favored. I got 19 rooms, rank 6 was reached, 46 steps were taken, 2 items were found, and 2 new rooms were explored.